Yo, what's happening, guys? Lord Beardo back again. I hope you guys aren't seeing me way too much here. This video today is brand new, and it is going to be called Gems for Friends, because that's what the holiday spirit is all about. Giving some gems away. Check out this new Christmas tree. If I had to rate the 3 Christmas trees I saved, I would probably put the one with the balls and the tinsel first, the new one second, and then probably the metal one third. I really like the original Christmas tree, probably the best of all of them, and the one after that was also super cool, but I missed that first Christmas tree by like 2 weeks because I had started playing the game a little bit later, I think, than when the update got changed up. Here's some of our event calendar stuff. We got the Santa surprise that's happening, the Clashmas surprise. We got the Days of Christmas come. We got a 1 gem boost army that's coming in 6 days. And we are going to test out the Santa spell today. I got my first raid that I ever used a Santa spell. I actually didn't really pay attention too much to the statistics of it. I wasn't sure, I thought it was going to just be OP and just everyone was going to have a bunch of fun dropping the Santa spell. But you actually have to be really strategic with it. So we just used one of them, and it's not really going to do much. It kind of just takes up the, it's more like a lightning spell, I guess, than anything else. So we bring it in for a holiday raid. We got this holiday super pack, guys, that we're going to go ahead and snatch up. I absolutely could not pass up the value of getting 100,000 Dark Elixir plus 2,500 gems. I don't buy too many gems, and I don't buy too many gem packs. Typically, I always wait till the holidays and I get a gift card from somebody. I don't typically spend too much on the game. I have been spending a little bit more on it just to get my heroes to 40, but now that they drop new upgrades to 45, I probably won't gem those train times. I typically kind of just get through the train time so I can stay up in a high league, put myself into legends and whatnot, but we'll probably scale back a bit. But we did want to go ahead and get that gem pack and go ahead and buy our golems. Those golem 6s are going to be so important, paired up with the new buffed P.E.K.K.A.s, paired up with the new buff witches. We're going to have all this new ground and pound content, high level gameplay in this next upcoming year. So we got 18 million gold and 16 million elixir, and we're going to go ahead, and we don't really have many defenses that I want to do. I'm not trying to progress too quickly defensively. I don't want to be a maxed out defensive Town Hall 11 before I get all the troops and my heroes done. I still feel like I'm constantly playing catch up to get back to where the top tier players are. Every time I get close, they'll either change the army or they'll change something about the game, add new defenses. Something will change. In this most recent one, they put more heroes in and they gave us some more troop upgrades. But check this out. This is the Gems for Friends that I was trying to tell you guys about. You can get gems from your clanmates when they purchase these gem packs, which is definitely really cool. So depending on what gem package you buy, you will give gifts to 20 of your clanmates. And really, I think the funnest part about this, and this is something I noticed in my clan, and I just assumed that this was going to be the way it works, when you buy a pack for everybody and people in the clan are like, oh thanks, oh thanks, oh thanks, it tends to make people also want to give. So when one person buys a gem pack, you tend to see a couple gem packs come. So you see, you spend 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, or 100 bucks, and you get to give away a certain amount of gems to 20 clanmates. For the $10 one, it's going to be 10, $20 20, $50 50, and $100 gem pack. You're going to give 100 gems to each person. So if you're buying gems, you could get a little generous with your boys, and we went ahead and got some, and it was super cool to just get some free gems. This game is always trying to get you to use your gems, so it's nice to get some free ones. And when I purchased that gem pack, that was a couple days before that holiday spending spree I went on. I kind of wish that they did both at the same time. Obviously, I know why they didn't. They want everybody to buy more presents, but here you go. 10 gems waiting. The only problem with this, it does give you, it says how many are left over, but if they get buried in the chat too quickly, that's one of the problems that I kind of noticed with the gems. I think they should have added it maybe into your mail. I think that would have been a lot cooler, because our chat feed, when it was bursting, the gem packs were just, the gem gifts were just flying through the roof. So we're going to go ahead and roll in with a Lavalunian army here with our Santa spell. And we're going to see how powerful the Santa spell actually is. Now, when I went in and ripped this raid, I didn't take into consideration how powerful the Santa spell actually was, or where it needed to go. So it does 900 hit point, and I only used one of them. So it kind of just more or less like helped out. I was going to go ahead and try and use this to take down, you know, some of the big, impressive, important buildings. It took about a third of the power off of the Expo and just a fraction of a power off of the Eagle Cannon. We're going to go ahead, rage that king. We're going to fight this right-hand side air defense. We got a couple loons going down. We got our Lava Hound going down, and we are going in blind here. We don't know what these spells are going to do for us with the Santa spell, so it kind of threw us off a little bit. We're going to push over on this right-hand side. One thing I've been noticing about with the loons, the Lavalunians, and using the air raids the last couple days since I got my hounds upgraded, is definitely the haste spells are the way to go over raid spells. It's good to have a raid spell so that when everything gets into the middle, you can use it to rage up and take out all the key defenses. So you want some raid spells, maybe one or two. But you also want to use the haste spells, and the haste spells work really well because the damage percentage of the loons is so high that you don't want to waste 2 spells just getting them there, because it doesn't matter. You want to use the haste spells to help transport the loons faster through the match. And one thing that I was doing was I wasn't paying attention to where I was actually placing my haste spells. So you see, guys, I got a little thrown off in this raid. So much loot left over. The trophies, we're not gonna get good trophies. We just had a terrible raid, my goodness. But we had to show the Santa spell. I think I tried to use it like maybe 1 or 2 other times, like constructively. I tried to use 2 Santa spells in an earthquake and do the same thing as a lightning spell, and it never worked. So I mean, I don't know. I put it directly on top. I zoomed in. I did the whole thing. So I couldn't really get it to work too much. If you guys got any good footage or good videos of the Santa spell or cool ways of using it, throw a comment in the bottom, throw a link in the bottom to a video. I'd like to check it out myself. So we just got a bunch of percent here. Our our warden's gonna be flying over. And what was I talking about with the haste? Oh, with the haste spells. You want to make sure that you pay the most attention to where you're putting the haste spells down. I found that when I was putting my haste spells down, I wasn't taking into consideration the powerful defenses around it, and my balloons would just rush right through the haste spell because there was no actual defenses there for the haste spell. So you definitely want to get your troops down and then scroll over and use your spells. Now, this is a super complicated army that I'm using. I'm not expecting everybody to go out and use such a complicated army, but if you want to try it, it's so much fun. It really is fun to use these multi-dynamic armies. And the idea, what you're going to do with this army is that you're going to move in on one of the air defenses and then wrap around for the rest of the air defenses. And there's all sorts of combinations of troops you can use, but the main substance of the army is that you want 4 lava hounds and at least 18 balloons. I'm doing another video on just a traditional Lavalunian, which works really well for Town Hall 10s. And I'm showing you a fight down as a Town Hall 11 into a Town Hall 10 base. And the reason why I'm doing this is because in our clan, we've had a little bit of problem. Look at those tiny little barbarians. Like, are those the very first barbarians ever? They were so tiny, I thought the game was glitched. I had to zoom in on them. And the reason why I'm putting together a Town Hall 10 fighting into a Town Hall 11 rather, fighting into the Town Hall 10 is because I think that people are having problems fighting down into an 11. When you are 11 fighting at an 11, you have to take into consideration the Eagle Cannon. When you fight enough Town Hall 11s, you begin to get so programmed as a Town Hall 11 to go directly at certain areas of the base. You need to take out key components of a base, like the eagle, like the queen, like the inferno tower, and you become so fixated on getting into a specific part of a Town Hall 10 base because you're thinking about it as if it's a Town Hall 11 base, and it's just not the case. You have the warden, you have the troops, you have the strength of your heroes. Typically, people who are in Town Hall 11 have high heroes, and when you get to Town Hall, when you're fighting down, you don't want to overthink your entry. You want to look at a base, find the best way to hit it, and if the Town Hall is off on an angle or off on a side, it's not the most important or necessary thing to fight directly at the Town Hall as a Town Hall 11 fighting down to a Town Hall 10. So let me know how you guys are doing against Town Hall 10s as Town Hall 11s. You can use Bowler raids, you can use Lavalunian raids. This other Lavalunian raid I have is just like a mass span Lavalunian wave. I actually picked it up from PB. I can't take any credit at all. The first night that he streamed, I think back from all his upgrades when he was upgrading all his troops and stuff like that, I was watching him run it. I modified it, I think a little bit, but nothing too major. It's just a basic. I'll wait for that video to show you. It's super, super cool. Such a wave of troops, and it works out really well in war. You just like rip through them, and it worked out so well in one of our last wars for me, and a couple of the guys from my clan started messing around with it, and I thought it was only for Town Hall 10, but it actually, you can farm really well with it in Town Hall 11, and I even 3-starred a couple clan mates. One guy who's incredibly high Town Hall 11 ended up 3-starring his base, and it's really, when you're fighting these air raids, you're just looking for bases that have their air sweepers pointed in bad directions, their air defenses that are easy to grab, and also queens that are easy to get to. So this is going to be a way more advanced base in a Town Hall 11, and I just wanted to show the strength of this army, and this is the army I was telling you about, this wave, this mass wave. I grabbed this from PB. You're going to go ahead, spam all your balloons down, and then put down just two lava hounds. Put all your raid spells down to push all the troops through. Use your warden on air. Never forget to put the warden on air. You're going to clone spell the balloons in the middle, and you're going to sweep the balloons around the outside. Now, I think if I would have put my balloons right from the starting point at the exact same time, instead of trying to float balloons on the right-hand side, because I felt like they just got wasted, if I would have kept my balloons with my army, I think this would have been totally locked up. 3 stars, but instead we are just ripping through all the collectors on the side. We have went around the building, and we are about to get ourselves in a bunch of trouble on this right side of the base. The king is getting hit by that expo. The queen is doing her best to help those minions take down that elixir collector. And here comes the giants. We are running out of troops, and we aren't going to even get the 2-star. But the point I wanted to show in this raid is, even when the raid seems like it's starting to fall apart, this raid will get you that 1-star. Excuse me. And you will be able to guarantee a 1-star. Guarantee 3 stars. Man, I'm like recovering from that cough there. Guarantee 1-star, guarantee a 3-star in Town Hall 10s, and be able to farm your faces off in Legends League and Titan League with this video. So I showed one little entry of this video, but I want to show a little bit more mastery of the video rolling out moving forward. I'll probably tweak the army type a little bit. I'm just thoroughly enjoying the fact that now we have air again. Like, we've been waiting so long for good air raids. I ran Lavalunian as a Town Hall 10 for like literally an entire year. For one full year, and I'm not even kidding you, of my Clash of Clans life, I only attacked with air troops. And that was before all the good, freaking everything, before everything got buffed up. So I'm really pumped to jump back in it and start messing around with some old school Lavalunian stuff, guys. And remember, you gotta give those gifts. Look at this, that raid brought us up into our Legends League. So though we got the 1-star, Lord Beardo back in Legends. We're going to get some high-level content. Thanks for everybody who jumped out on our Christmas Eve stream and also our Christmas stream. Sorry these videos are coming out in such disarray. We've had some crazy editing things happen, but Lord Beardo,